The secure container, a staple that just about every extraction shooter has adopted. Whether you call it a safe container or even a butt box, it has ruined the best VR extraction shooter, Ghosts of Tabor. If you've been playing Tabor since before late May of 2025, you know exactly what I'm talking about whether you like containers or not. Every gun, every rig, every mag you painstakingly loaded, every piece of loot you managed to scrape together out in a raid, all of it was on the line every single time you press deploy. Now let's talk about after the secure container update. You see, extraction shooters rely heavily on one thing. The feeling that everything you have could be gone in an instant. It creates tension and it's what makes extracting alive feel so rewarding. You went in with something, you fought to keep it, and you made it out with hopefully much more than you came in with. That's the loop, and that's what keeps you coming back. So what damage have secure containers done to this loop? Well, the answer is simple. The major consequence of dying was stripped away. Before going into raid, you would pick out a kit suitable for whatever map you chose, carefully choosing how many meds and bandages to bring, enough to survive the raid, but not so many that losing them would hurt. And that purple keycard, you'd pick it up, think about it, then put it back. You'll hit that purple vault someday. Now, you've got enough meds stuffed in your container to last a lifetime. That purple keycard isn't a gamble anymore. It just sits in your container waiting for a dead raid where you can just waltz in and loot the whole vault without firing a single shot. You see the problem here? Heaps of players just stopped caring about dying, and when people stopped caring about dying, the lobbies changed. The tension in every encounter, the split-second decisions between running to extract or fighting it out means nothing anymore. You're still getting to keep whatever you put in your container. And I love PvP. If you haven't watched me before, PvP is why I play Tabor. There's nothing else like it. So when I work for a kill, win the fight, and their meds and valuables are stuffed in a container, well, what did I win? All I see is a net loss of my own ammo and meds. And you can say, geez, it's a tiny little box, you still get their entire kit. Yeah, sure I get their entire kit, but the majority of players I'm killing are Foxtrot rigged Timmies that I have absolutely no interest in. And here's the thing, most extraction shooters launch with a secure container or safe pocket from day one. So you never notice the difference in gameplay at all, and you have no idea what you're missing. But Tabor didn't launch with one, and I'm glad it didn't. You know, there's a saying, ignorance is bliss. It means not knowing a better alternative exists lets you be happy with what you have currently. And if Tabor had launched with secure containers, I'd probably still be having fun and never thought twice about it. But I know what it felt like to steal someone's purple keycard, to take their meds, their best loot, everything they had. It was a really good feeling knowing that whatever they had on them, it was yours now. And now that's gone, but it's impossible to unfeel that feeling. And it's not just keycards and meds. Let me take you back to when AP ammo wasn't purchasable. About a 5-month window where AP wasn't buyable and secure containers didn't exist. During that time, players brought in one mag of AP and prayed they wouldn't need more. That was it, one mag. And you know what that meant? Looting a player who had AP on them was actually rewarding. It was a scarce resource. If you fought for it and killed whoever had it, it actually meant something. This same logic applies to the high tier valuables that were more or less recently added into Tabor. Things like the poker chip and Heart of Tabor, the rarest items in the game. However, the only way to obtain them is through scavenging, which means hours of boring grinding for a single item depending on your luck. That's what it is. Tabor is shifting more and more away from actual skill. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be this way. Players used to do the scavenging for you. Don't get me wrong, they still do, but nothing really valuable is left in bags anymore. I like the way where you fight them, you win, and if they've got a Heart of Tabor in their bag, a purple or anything, that's yours now. The fights, the gunplay, winner takes all. That is Tabor, or what Tabor was meant to be. But now, that player finds a Heart of Tabor and the first thing they do is drop it in their secure container. All the tension disappears. If they die, oh well, they still walk away with the most valuable item in the game. And the player who won the fight, who outplayed them fair and square, they get nothing that's actually worth it. Now I'm not here to hate on Combat Waffle's game decisions, that is never my intention when making these types of videos. I can understand why they added containers. It was probably to help new players and quest grinders, so if they died with an item they really needed, they don't quit or have to spend hours more to find it again. You know, especially with them expanding the questline with new missions like extracting items and drop-offs. Containers probably kept a lot of people from uninstalling, but really, I think they solved one problem to create a bigger one. So how can this problem be fixed? Obviously containers can't be removed, it's too late for that, people are used to them and there's already a DLC for skinning them. So, here's my idea. There's going to be slots in the containers, no more all you can fit goes in bullshit. You'll be able to unlock a container of no specific size through the quest line around where you'd unlock the alpha container. It'll be purchasable for 1 million Karunas, and it's going to come with one slot for anything you like to put in there, except keycards. They have absolutely no place in containers. You'll be able to purchase 2 more slots for a maximum of 3, another million for the second slot, and then another million for the third slot. It's going to be like the new crates in the bunker where you can stack items in the squares, which isn't very realistic, but Tabor is drifting away from that, and we'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, you can stack one of a certain item in each slot. So for example, you could have 1 NRS, 1 bandage, and 1 Promodel case. Obviously after you've unlocked the container and spent the 3 million on it, plus the slots. No guns should be able to go in the container, but melee weapons I don't hate the sound of. This makes it so people can extract a quest item if they need, but making sure they have the slot to count for it. 1 backup medded bandage is enough for the container. You shouldn't be able to hold all your heals in one container. If you want to bring in more, put them in your bag where they're supposed to be. Now, Tabor is still the best VR game I've experienced, and definitely my most played. I wouldn't be making this video if I didn't care about where it was going. I just want Tabor to be Tabor again, and I think lots of us do. But hey, that's me for this video. Chuck me a like and sub if you enjoyed, as well as join my Discord if you have any suggestions on what I should speak on next, or if you just want to hang out with me in the community. Have a good one, lads.